This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com. Hey, it's Conrad Thompson, and you're listening to Something to Wrestle with Bruce Prichard. Bruce, what's going on, man? It feels so good to be back.
It does. What's that term you use? Busier than a one-arm paper hanger in a whorehouse? What is it?
Yeah, busier than a one-arm paper hanger. There you go. And man, You have been burning at both ends. Glad we're finally able to hook up and get together. We have wanted to do this topic for a long time, and this is the day. Sherri Martel, baby, on Something to Wrestle. I'm fired up about today's episode, Bruce.
I voted for Sherri. Just saying, I voted for Sherri.
What a deep cut. If you're not sure what we're talking about, go over to BrucePrichard.com, click on t-shirts. You'll see once upon a time it came down to a nail biter between Vince Russo and Sherri Martel. And of course, tons of controversy stirred up anytime you talk about Vince Russo. His fan base mobilized and things were said and became a whole thing online. And I said, God damn, don't blame me. I voted for Sherri. We made it a shirt. And now all these years later, we're finally getting to talk about the late, great Sherri Martel. I'm excited to get into this one. We should mention the reason we were planning on covering this one last week, was last Saturday, was her birthday. She was born February 8th, 1958 in New Orleans. And her and her mom started going to Gulf Coast Championship Wrestlings around 1972. And she just very quickly fell in love with the sport and decided she wanted to be a wrestler. And when she was 16, she met Grizzly Smith, the father of Jake Roberts, Sam Houston, and Rockin' Robin. And Sherri asked him to get her in the business, and he told her to come back when she was 21, and she ended up going home to join the circus. And she's living in Memphis in 1978 and working at a local bar with a wrestler named Sweet Daddy Lyons, and he sent her to wrestling school ran by Butch Monroe. And Sherri said that she went to see Butch in his office with $500 and told him she wanted to be a wrestler. And she says he got up from his desk, walked over to her, and slapped her across the face. She said, "Is that all you've got?" And he signed her up, and she's in school for about a year and a half. So an interesting way to get in the business. Has she ever talked to you about going to wrestling school and this crazy first experience?
You know, Sherri talked to me about her early days because Sherri was one of those talent that truly had a passion. It wasn't about, I want to be a star or I want to, travel the world and make millions and millions of dollars. It was about she loved the essence of the business and she wanted to be a part of it. And I think she was willing, even before she realized what it was going to take, she was willing to pay the price and she was willing to do whatever it took to get into the business. So she was tough anyway, and somebody slapping her sure as hell wasn't going to deter her. But she just wanted to be in and around wrestling and to get in the ring and become a wrestler. That was her dream. That's what it boiled down to. It wasn't about really anything else. So she wanted to fight. She was tough. And she wanted to prove to anybody that crossed her path that, by God, she wasn't going to be denied.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.